everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here with Thrifty Thursday, Thrifty Connects, my thrift haul today. You can see the fun thrifting collaborations and who they're hosted by in my description box. So I have a bit of an odd thrift haul today because it's 50% thrift shop and 50% art store that is going out of business. So yeah, it's really kind of a good one. It's a fun one. So that being said, the first few things I'll show you will be from the thrift shop. So this is a golden guide to flowers. It's just this little floral illustration book. I always pick these up when I find them because they're just really great. If you watched my video last week, I made botanical seed packets with like similar type images, and these would be perfect for that kind of thing as well. Then I found the Roses book, you know, the Roses one, where like half of the book is kind of whatever, don't care too much. I mean, there's some things, but what you really get this book for is this. The second half of it is just beautiful images of roses. And also there's some good stuff like this, like about, you know, the history of roses and kind of how, like they're like nice vintage images or some great ones in here. So if you see this book, pick it up. It is the Time Life Encyclopedia of Gardening. And there's a bunch of different ones, but I always just grab the roses one and maybe one other one, I forget. But yeah, it's a good one. And then I found a sketchbook that I haven't seen before, and also it was really cute because it's from the old Eatons. You know, Eaton hasn't existed for a long time in Canada, and it's got the Eaton $8.99 label. And I look at this book and I think, can you imagine what this book would cost today? I got it for $2. Looks like somebody bought it from a different Value Village for $3.99, but then I got it at Admission for $2. So this is C.F. Tunnicliffe, R.A., not sure what that is, a sketchbook of birds, introduction by Ian Nile. So it's just this lovely book of like really fun illustrations of birds. Seagulls are so pretty, and he really does a nice study of them. I love this, you know, he's got a big back. He's a chunky boy. But that's what they look like from the back. Oh, puffins. This reminds me of the puffin cruise I went on in Newfoundland. Beautiful birds. Black-backed gulls. So yeah, it's just a whole book of amazing bird drawings. Totally up my alley. Okay. And then the next book I found, it's not really for junk journaling, but like I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was kind of a fascinating fiction type book. It's a New York Times bestseller called The Hare with Amber Eyes, A Hidden Inheritance by Edmund de Waal. And this concept kind of inspired me. I mean, because I'm a potter, but also because it's just interesting because I think we do a lot of assessing what has happened with things that we pick up. So here's what it's about. Edmund de Waal is a world-famous ceramicist, having spent 30 years making beautiful pots, which are then sold, collected, and handed on. He has a particular sense of the secret lives of objects. When he inherited a collection of 264 tiny Japanese wood and ivory carvings called netsuke, he wanted to know who had touched and held them and how the collection had managed to survive. And so begins this extraordinary moving memoir and detective story as de Waal discovers both the story of the netsuke and the family, the Euphrasis, over 5 generations. A 19th century banking dynasty in Paris and Vienna, the Euphrasis were as rich and respected as the Rothschilds, yet by the end of World War II, when the netsuke were hidden from the Nazis in Vienna, this collection of very small carvings was all that remained of their vast empire. So it just sounds like a really interesting book. I'm going to read it for sure. And you know, I love the idea of netsuke. I've heard the reference before. I'm pretty sure that what netsuke means in Japanese is kind of like knick-knack or collectible, or, you know, I think it is kind of like tchotchke knick-knack, but that's the Japanese version. If you know more about netsuke, let me know. My only other recent reference where I've heard the term was actually in this episode of a children's cartoon called Timothy Goes to School. And there's a little Japanese girl in this cartoon, and she has gone to Japan, and from, you know, her ancestors, she was gifted what she refers to as the Netsuke family, and they're a little family kind of that look like matryoshkas, but I don't think they're stacking dolls, but like, or nesting dolls, but like somebody steals them at the school, and then they're returned, and it's kind of like a children's lesson in, like, you know, not taking things that belong to other people, and also being able to make it right again, and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's my Netsuke reference. And then I also found this was 49 cents. It's from Yellow Owl Woodshop, rubber stamp set of 2, quality etched rubber mounted on sustainable wood, made in the USA, includes ink pads for paper and fabric. So it's a little like folk, you know, I wish they hadn't stuck this sticker, the bane of my existence. This one's not too bad. Hold on. If we're patient. Da 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 da. We did it. See, if you're patient, which I rarely if ever am, this fell off, but oh, it's still okay. That's just from me today, I think, because these are both on. So it has a green and a red. I love the green. It's kind of like an olivey green. And then it's just got these 2 stamps inside. But I love this kind of folk art horse. Some little things in there. And it tells you how to stamp, what to do. So cute. Yellow Owl Workshop. So yeah, I thought that was a really adorable little stamp set for and ink pads for a couple of quarters. It's in a nice little heavy box too. And I got another stamp, which of course, here we are again with this 49-cent frustration machine that is the sticker. But I gotta get it off because it'll look ugly on my stamp shelf. It's just some birds on a wire in some kind of, you know, wintry bare trees. It was originally $12.99 wherever it came from. And yeah, it's a nice one. And then the last thing that I got at the thrift store, this might creep you out, or it might make you laugh, or it might just be like, we expect this from her now. Lice combs. So even though this year I did get a note from my son's kindergarten that they had detected lice at the school, my children so far have been okay. Knock on all the wood, guys. Knock on a brick even. But I got these because I thought they'd be good for spreading paint. So now, you know, I'm prepared, right? If lice should happen, which God help me if it does, I use a lot of product in my kids' hair specifically not to get lice, like Moroccan oil and, you know, pomade and stuff, because yeah. But these are cool. Like, so this one's got a wider tooth and this one's got narrower tooth. And I thought it would be a nice way to mark make with paint. And they're these nice little, good heavy little metal combs, right? Yeah. Okay. So now the story of the art store that is going out of business. I'm going to share the story a little bit more on my live stream with my Patreons, but I don't want to talk about it fully on YouTube because, I don't know, it's just going to be a lot of blathering, and I think we'll just get into the thrift haul. So everything here, half of it I got for 50% off, and half of it I got for 75% off. So I guess it doesn't matter. You don't care what's what, but I got these Pinata Color, the Exciter Pack. When I do that sometimes, I've just said a word that ends like in a certain way, and then I apply it to another word. Sorry about that. So this is a really nice alcohol ink set from Jacquard. I like Jacquard alcohol inks. I've used them a little bit. I have a couple of them, but not a ton. But this one comes with Sunbright Yellow, Calabaza Orange, Senorita Magenta, Baja Blue, Rainforest Green, Passion Purple, Blanco, Mantilla Black, and Rich Gold. And then I also got this pack for 75% off. This is the Exciter pack of overtones. So this is golden yellow, pink, coral, blue violet, teal, blanco again, copper, brass, and pearl. So I think you put these ones down, and then these go on top as kind of like you know, overtones, right? But, you know, really with alcohol ink, you can do whatever you want. And I do have some alcohol ink, but not really very much. So my focus was like, let's buy things that, you know, I've either really, really wanted or I didn't have. And, you know, I had to select from what was left in the art store. Then I could not believe these were there. A Gansai Tambi Pearl Colors watercolor set from Kuretake. It's 6 colors. These are watercolor, water-based pigment, and they're all pearly shades, and they're just really pretty. I like Kuretake paint quite a lot. I have a lot of it, and it's nice to add the pearls to that. And then I got this little abstract innovative acrylic from Sennelier. This is 28 iridescent gold, and it's just so pretty. And I thought they had lots and lots of packets of these. I'm not super hyper to get any paint in these kind of packets. I prefer it to be in something a little more permanent, but I figure I use a lot of gold, and it would be nice to just have it this way, like near my desk somewhere. It's kind of a nice preparation. And then this I got, this is Liquitex Professional Acrylic Medium Glass Beads. So it's a thick gel with glass spheres, reflective bubbly effect. So you can, hopefully you can see, maybe hear some little bubbles and things, but this is a medium, and I think it's probably sealed up here. Yeah, they usually seal with this gold foil. But it's a medium that has literally little tiny round spherical glass beads. So it'd be really cool for texturing. You can use it on its own or mix it with other color and with other acrylic colors. It's compatible with all Liquitex products, and it's good for building texture and effects. It can also be over painted. So if you've, you know, painted it on something to get those bubbles, then you can paint over it with other paints. So yeah. Again, this is the kind of stuff I would never buy because it's so expensive, but at 50 to 75% off, no problem. And then I got a Posca pen, the big chunky guy I got in gold. They had a few of these left. They've always had a big Posca machine, but it's been kind of empty for a while. But as it turns out, the business, they kind of were in a bit of a downhill spiral for a while, so that's why. And then the whole reason that I went there was to get this, which is the Van Gogh Pocket Box of Metallic and Interference Colors. So, see if I can get this out or not. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Let's just open it. So, it's this really pretty box of all these colors. So, interference is splitting kind of watercolor, interesting things happen. And then you also get this little this is for you put your paint brush nib in, and it's in the end there. They just plunk it in the end, and it's a little, portable paintbrush. Where's the nib hole? Is it in here? I haven't used these in so long. I know you can do something. Oh yeah. I can't remember, but anyways, there is something you do with this nib end, and I haven't used these in ages. But yeah, that is your portable little brush, and you have all these little pots here, and it comes with all of these lovely metallic shades. So we'll just, whoops, this end. See what I'm telling you, I haven't used one of these Van Gogh brushes in so long. But what they do is they wrap these little babies up in this paper. See if I can get one out. They're always so tight in there because it's a full pan, right? So they're all wrapped in paper. This is Interference Blue. So I will, play with these in a video at some point. I'm going to swatch them up for sure. But yeah, I was really happy to get that. These are quite expensive little boxes, and so I was happy to get it for the 75% off that I did. Okay, then I got some Rio Tech paint in turquoise. They had all manner of this acrylic paint. I've never used it before, and I just wanted to see what it's like. A full body acrylic paint. So yeah, they have a really nice range of colors. I've never used Rio Tech, but I do like a turquoise. Then I got some acrylic in this neutral gray. I got a Liquitex Basic in Prussian Blue. I just love that shade. I don't really need acrylic paint, but I got a few because, you know. And then I also got some Amsterdam ink in light gold. So it's really pretty. And then I got more Van Gogh liquid watercolor interference. So this one is green, interference green. I find that liquid watercolor, it hues up differently than dry, and so I just kind of kept that in mind. Then I also got interference yellow. I got this Marabou mixed media art spray. I love these. This one's Bordeaux. It's a really pretty like magenta. I got a couple packs of these, the Magic Tape. It's a matte tape. I got this nice little palette brush, little round one. Thought it would be cute for creating like little flower petals and things, you know. This is another acrylic paint. These are from Holland, these Royal Talons. What shade are you? What shade are you? Oh, here we go. Permanent Blue Violet. And then another tape. Oh, and then a little aqua ink, again from Marabou. This is a watercolor ink and it's black. And I thought it'd be nice to have this little pot for spattering. This is interference red. Interference red again. Oh yeah, I got two of those, yeah. That's okay. Then should be one more, yeah. Interference violet. And another of those paints, this one is the Permanent Green Light, and another Marabou Art Spray in Plum. I gotta find the cap for that. I just saw it rolled somewhere. I'll find it. But yeah, that is the haul from the art store. So yeah, essentially one of our local art stores sadly is going out of business, has gone out of business, and they were in arrears with their rent, I guess, and so now it's in liquidation. So they're only opening for like a couple of, I think it was like this weekend, today and yesterday, as I'm filming this, to try to clear out as much as they can, and then I don't know what they're going to do to sort of prepare the building, because now it's up for lease. So sad but fortunate but unfortunate. I kind of felt like a little weird walking around in there, but my understanding is like, I don't think it was that the landlord did anything like rent eviction or anything like we see. It was more that the business just kind of got in over their heads a bit and they sort of upped and swept away, and I've heard some rumors, but I won't spread them here. So that being said, thank you for joining me for this artsy thrifty kind of haul. I hope you're all well, and until next time, may the thrifting fairies be with you. Bye for now.